The next job that we have to do in our game is to make the turret dumber and smarter at the same time. So right now it is really smart because it can see us directly and it's constantly focused on us, which gives the turret the advantage of basically having a perfect shot at us the entire time. And that's of course not really what we want. So we need to make him dumber, as in that he needs to rotate slower, so if we outrun him he is not aiming at us the whole time. And also we need to make him dumber in the sense of the fact that we're out of range, that he cannot detect us. So otherwise the turret would be on the other side of the level and he'd still be shooting at us, and of course we don't want that to happen. So to do that we need to change our script, of course. But now that we're going to do some deeper level scripting or coding on our turret, it is a good idea not to use our turret model for now. Now you might be asking why. The turret is looking great and we wanted to see it work. But usually when you're creating your game and you're going into a somewhat more deeper level of scripting, then there's a lot of things about a 3D model that can give you headaches. For example, the turret here has a lot of arms and the body is quite big, so if we start attaching script from the inside or the origin of this turret, it will most likely collide with the arms or something like that, and that will make our script unstable. So if we really want to know if our script is working or not, it is easier to just apply your script to simple primitives and then go from there. As soon as the script works, attach it to your turret and then notice what the flaws of your model are and then adjusting from there. So in this case, let's just grab the turret and move it out of the way here. Also, let me turn off the GUI because we don't need that in the scene view right now. Let me make the platform a little bigger so that we have some room to play. So I would go with a 40 size and then move it over a little bit. Perfect, that will do the trick just fine. Alright, next what we could do is add some walls, because we also want to add the ability to make sure that if there's a wall in between us and the turret, he won't notice us. So let's create another game object. Let's go and look at this from the side view. Make it a little bigger. So I'm just making a ridiculously large cube so that if we hide behind the cube we have some cover, basically. And then next let's add the object that will pose as our temporary curtain. That's also a cube. So create other and then a cube. And let's move that in front of the cube here so that when we launch, it will notice the player, but as soon as we hide behind the cube it will not. Okay, make sure that this cube has a box collider attached to it and we'll go from there. Alright, let's attach the turret control script on our cube. Also let's go to our other turret body and then get rid of the script, or basically temporarily deactivate it, and then we can make sure that when the script is sending us commands in our console window that we can be sure it comes from this cube instead of the turret. We really need to forget about the turret right now, basically. And let's rename this cube temp turret. Now notice I'm not setting the look at target yet, because I want to code this script in a way that it doesn't really need the target. Even if it's not there, it should work. Okay, now let's open up our turret control script. Let's make it a little smaller so we can see things. And let's start coding from here.